So much for 30 seconds of fun, huh? Hey, everybody, what's up? This is Retrokid Reviews with some, I guess, tribute accessories and probably a short I'll be doing probably later in the week for Val Kilmer. We're just going to get the loss out of the way before we get to the handful of news I got for retro news. So with that being said, yeah, what's there to say about Val's time in the showbiz that hasn't already going to be said probably for the next couple of days? More obviously, let's just get the obvious out of the way. No Metro reviews for the following movies I want or probably already have done. I did a retro review for Batman Forever a very long time ago. I am planning to probably do a update, I guess, content for that with any of the McFarlane toys, Batman Forever wave, so we'll do that after the fact when it comes to Val's loss. To put into context, these figures came out before he passed away this week, so long story short, I'm technically not going to be marketing off of his loss, if anyone wants to know, copyrights-wise. So, other projects I kind of didn't want to talk about, but I believe Friendly Space Ninja... No, not Free Splash. One half of the Revenge of the Film Nerds did a rogue screening last night for Top Gun. Because they're planning to do something for the podcast for the sequel, I think later this week. So I'll be probably doing an update on the community posts for that on their screening as well. But yeah, for the main movie itself and Val's time as Iceman is nothing but legendary. This and I believe Batman is the 1-2 punch, at least in my mainstream nostalgia for him. I know there have been other movies he's had over the years. One of the weirder ones I almost did a retro review for was, I believe, The Saint. The reason being as it was, I think, the same year the MI movies were coming out, Mission Impossible was, which, again, that is going to be April content for the first 3 movies. I'm trying to make a preview short for that. Hopefully later this week as well. So there'll be a lot of bits and a lot of shorts. Long story short there. So won't stand any more unceremoniously. So we're going to talk about some other stuff that Val's done that I actually really wanted to do tribute retro reviews for Heat, the 1995 movie, because I believe there's been some rumor mill for years for a sequel or some sort of prequel along those lines. I think Michael Mann might have adapted a book of what would have been the sequel. A lot of fascinating rumor mill for that over the last 3 years, and Val's time with that big ensemble for mid-90s casting is legendary in and of itself. There's that, and probably what a lot of Real Steel guys will probably talk about, the tack reloads that were in that movie. Again, I'll probably talk about that probably the least out of everybody, because gun nerdom aside, I actually would love to do my own stab at the diner scene. For those who don't know, Batman wise, we'll get to the big man there of his well, semi-controversial moves as far as the world goes. Long story short there. Just some random guy a few years ago, known for Batman, not Batman, high Marvel, high DC fame, those figure videos that spawned this channel. Long story short there for the lore. Yeah, he did his own version of the Heat Diner scene with Batman and Joker. I highly recommend it. I'll leave a link there if you guys want to get a vibe for what I'll be trying to recreate as well. It doesn't really pertain to Val. It was really more of a De Niro and Pacino move of a scene, but it transcends and basically symbolizes a lot of Val's career as well. So that is a good excuse to see if I could exercise doing that as a YouTube short, since it is 90 seconds, so hopefully, if anything else. So, with that out of the way, yeah, I've already talked to death about Batman Forever here on the channel. It's one of my childhood movies. Like I said earlier in this video, I'm going to try my best to do toy reviews for the line. I know McFarlane brought back some old school figures when the actual movie's marketing toy line was out at the time. I won't go too into that in the weeds, so again, that'll be another discussion for another day. I literally just woke up for this. My apologies for the burps ahead. So, with that out of the way, on to a handful of news. I don't have picks right now unless I go to my channel for that new... Wow, you get to see a lot of my... reviewing on the fly. Well, more importantly, talking about a certain post I did earlier this week on the fly. Yeah, here we go. So, Zenkaiger news, long story short. I say Kaiju. Wow, it's been a while since I've been up to date on Toku, can you tell? Gozyuger news, the mecha from Zyuranger showed up as a cameo preview for next week's episode. I'm gonna wait till probably the subs drop for episode 6 and 7. That way I could do a back-to-back review with it. So that's mainly the big reason why it's gonna be a big Toku / news / review for that occasion. It might indicate going into what will be future teams that might also make cameos. Like they did in the premiere, but again, there might be a variation change or something like that. There should be like a variant of anything. Unless Toei is actually planning to do a 30th anniversary for Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. They probably missed the mark by a good couple of years, and I don't really know. So I know it's the most I guess mixed as far as the actual Sentai audiences in Japan, because they don't understand the nostalgia for it because Mighty Morphin and everything here in the States. So again, it's a fascinating topic I'd like to reintroduce to probably later next week, if anything else, when that sub drops for the full debut for the new version of Daijujin. I believe that's the original mecha. However, if you want to see Easy come out of retirement for a cool bit, I highly recommend it. Cards as always. So yeah, last up for retro news. Okay. Long story short, Nerdist is doing speculation for Brand New Day. Okay, wow. I didn't do this right. Well, there was supposed to be a logo here for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and there was supposed to also be links to, oh wow, I am so stupid today. Here we go. Okay, so we'll start with the Beyond the Spider-Verse stuff. We got an announcement for a 2027 release date. I'll leave the links as always down below. And we got some pics also for some upcoming shots that's going to be following up Across the Spider-Verse last year. Sorry, 2 years ago. Yeah, the delay is kind of getting to me as far as the way it goes for this movie, but probably worth it. So yeah, that's Parlor Miles, pretty much the most obvious spoiler that I think even Figuarts and a lot of other toy lines have already gone to work making figures for. I'm honestly amazed Legends hasn't done it yet. Speaking of Legends, I'm also very much aware of the new Hasbro stream that happened yesterday. I am very much aware that Maximum Hulk is happening along with Maximum Spider-Man. I am generally amazed. It's under $70. I think it's barely on the $60 line, which is actually pretty girthy for a Butterfly-jointed Hulk. We'll talk more about that probably later with toy news next week if anything new resurfaces on that. And yeah, last up for the Brand New Day of it all when it comes to the new Tom Holland MCU movie. That is a very loaded, worded question, and was supposed to be a Spider News today, but you guys want to talk about that real quick? Oh, we were just gonna hang back, but sure. Yeah, to put it bluntly, we were supposed to recreate the diner scene talking about One More Day. One of the most controversial stories, because yeah, they kind of broke the marriage. And Brand New Day and One Moment of Time was supposed to be the storylines to basically correct it and make the retcon less of a blow when it comes to the fandom, but it is a very interesting name for the new Tom Holland fourth Spider-Man. But if anything else, we're happy there's a fourth, because if you also notice during Toby and Andrew's time as their respective Spider-Man, they didn't get follow-up sequels. More specifically, after Toby's trilogy, and more also anything they were planning to do with Andrew with those multiple sequels that made no sense. So, yes, apologies to Retro for once again biffing it on Google. Oh, come on, I've been trying, and I'm warning over here. Yeah, sure he is. So, with his last thoughts out of the way, we do want to give him time due to the grounds of DC/Marvel rivalries, but yes, we absolutely didn't want to poach Val Kilmer over the years, in case anyone was asking, and more importantly, we mourn the loss like everyone else. So with that being said, go to Retro's surprised face. That's the most respect you guys have ever done. Yeah, me over here for the end cards to my previous video, which was also, I believe, since I'm here, talking about, which was, hang on a sec, let me show you that on the trailer. I believe it was, oh yeah, last week's Daredevil Born Again reviews. And yeah, go to, I guess I'm going to be throwing it back to them, to see my shorts playlist, because I'm going to be doing, I already prepped my Daredevil, non-spoilers review for this week's episode, so I did that, I think, night of, so the spoilers are going to be a little sporadic, mainly because I'm just digesting off of the episode, so, wording there, so go to the, I guess, Skull Spires weirded out about that. we're not weirded out about it. You gotta be weird about what the Daredevil's gonna be saying about that shot. Yeah, more importantly. Yeah, and figure here, obviously, to sub the channel, hit the notification bell down below. And until next time, I am Retrokid Reviews saying, yeah, I'm gonna be getting those figures for trip reviews, am I? Yeah, kind of figures.